what it is. It is the 1st of April, baby, honey. And don't say April Fools because the joke's on you. If you thought we
Yes.
weren't gonna be on here and be excited to have another new day, another fresh month, another fresh quarter, baby, because this is quarter 2. Q2 is in the building. And let me do like Natasha. I am very, very, very excited because this is my birthday month. So shout out to all the April babies, honey. Listen, we are in this place, honey. I'm about to run this thing raggedy. You hear me?
Mm.
Y'all,
Run it
we're going to
regular.
enjoy this whole month of April. Y'all know April showers are, what we all talk about. And baby, just let the rain come down.
Yes, I
Let it
can't
wash
wait.
away all the foolishness. This is April Fool's Day, so let it wash away all of the foolishness and
Wash on.
usher in
Wash
some
on.
greatness, baby. Usher in some extraordinariness. Usher in some amazingness. Usher in, honey, all great things because God has great things. He knows the plans that He has for us. We're the
He
ones
know.
behind. We're the ones that, don't have it together. But, ladies, how are you this morning? Looking like $1 billion on an elevator.
Yes, I promise you, Natasha look like that money, like money coming
Baby,
to
she
me,
over
money
there
come,
glowed up with the
money,
background,
magnets.
baby.
She over there looking flawless, looking
Baby,
that
Like
glowed
you
up.
said,
skin,
we've got to
that
start living it, right? Whether we have it or not, we have to live like we
Yes.
already got it.
I mean, well,
So
you
that's what I'm
have
trying to
it.
do.
You have it.
She,
I
you're
salute
doing,
you.
look, you're
Yes,
doing it.
because
Salute.
you have it.
Salute.
I mean, when I
Good
say
morning, Tarika. Good morning, Miss Phyllis.
that glow is glistening,
Is it not?
that is not Vaseline. I promise that is not
She
Vaseline.
say that's internal. Good
Vaseline,
morning, Miss Patricia, Miss Phyllis, and Parika. Good to see y'all this morning.
Yeah, too much.
Listen,
No, it is not
we saying
Vaseline.
the glow is God, baby. When the glow is God, honey, it
no.
comes through your
Don't believe
pores.
in turmeric. That is not that turmeric. That's that inside glow.
Thank you. That's
Nobody's
the
skin can
glow of
just
God
glow
up
like
there.
that. Because if it was that easy to do, we would all have that same glow.
Like it's
We would
shiny.
just go to the store and be like, I want what she has. What she has, I want.
Excuse me. The lady right there got that glow. I give her.
I want that. Yes. So, but no, look like money. I'm telling you, it is April showers. And this morning, I was just sitting there talking to God, and I was like, God, I can't wait until it pour down raining so I can get outside and play in the rain
Mm,
and just
Who
mm.
play
want to
in the
play in
rain
the rain?
and have a good time. Yeah, I got this good curly hair that just curl back up. Oh, me and that rain are going to have a
So
good
we're gonna be dancing in the rain, baby,
dancing in
enjoying,
the rain.
embracing what what they say, when praises go up, blessings come down. It's
Blessings come
blessings. You should just be in the rain thinking like, baby, when it's a downpour, that means God is pouring it down on you.
on it
All of
down
your
on
blessings.
me.
And
Yes.
I'm gonna think, shout out to Monica G. Roy because she's the person who really got me into appreciating rain. Because I used to be like, dang, it's raining outside. And now I'm just like, baby, you better let it rain. You
You
better
better
Mm.
let it
enjoy.
rain.
Do you
It's
know
not
some of
like
the
that.
best sleep you can get is when it's
Woo!
raining
Oh
outside?
yeah.
Oh my God.
And that the sound of the rain just coming down sound like I
Good
am
morning, Kelly.
minding my business. I am just over here minding my business. But y'all, the birds are out there out singing.
Baby.
You hear them birds like da, da,
Look,
da. They just singing their songs.
okay,
Just
Natasha, let me stop her. They were
okay.
singing in March. Look, I know it's April. I
They
was gonna take all
were.
the
They
credit, but
were.
they're
But
singing in
I
March,
really
Natasha. So we're
they
gonna go and
were.
let y'all play. We're
Do
gonna
they
let
They
y'all
not
were.
sing
play.
in April?
Yeah, they were. I'll give it to
I'll
you.
give it back to you, Natasha. They were
They
singing in
were.
March.
I just wasn't paying them no attention. Okay. No, I'm just playing. No, they were, but it like to just
I know, girl,
it's
because
it's the little
I'm
things. It's the little things
You know,
now.
it's funny you bring up a childhood memory. I remembered being a kid. I remember as soon as it started raining, running outside was just the thing to do when I was little. And hearing you say that, I'm like, I love the rain now, but I don't even think about going outside. I just think about being under the covers and wrapping up and watching a good movie and or like Angela said, get a good nap in. That's just kind of where I'm at today. But I remember being little and as soon as it started raining, outside was just the place to be and to be in the rain. So make
Natasha,
Yes.
try that.
Natasha, now you know your friend is extra, right? That would make so much sense to just be in the house under the covers enjoying
Good
the rain.
point.
That
Good
would
point.
make sense. That is logical, makes sense. Now, Natasha, you know, nothing about me makes sense.
Look, she
Like,
on the back porch screaming, God, she on the
It's
back porch waking up all the neighbors and all the dogs are barking and they just like, that lady, shut it up.
what is going
God.
on with
oh
this
my
woman?
God, here
She's on
she
the back
come
porch, baby, screaming at
again.
the top of her lungs, like, it won't
Yeah,
be.
that's
Yes,
probably why
honey.
my neighbor just now started talking to me because
They
she's
probably
like,
be like, baby, you can't beat her, join her.
The neighbor's
yes,
like, what is all this commotion? Let me go see what this is all about.
Oh,
yes. Like, what is all this screaming about
hey.
every
I,
day?
she went
Every
back and
day
told
can be
her,
that.
she went
Yeah,
back and told
they're
her,
like,
I finally talked to her. She's not crazy after all. She's really nice. I like her.
oh my gosh, you know that
She
that's
gonna be talking
real.
about, is that the crazy lady next door screaming, doing all that? She's not crazy. She's really nice. I love her. She sprinkles sparkles on us.
Yeah, because I know they said it's every day though. Like, I mean, like it would be okay if it was every now and then, but she does it so often. Like,
Well, at least they know
come
you're not getting beat up,
on.
girl. Look, at least they know you did. It's a joyful yell.
Yes.
You're not in danger.
But are y'all ready for the blessings of Jesus? Like, are y'all ready to rise up? Like, think about it. Are you really ready to rise?
We should already be living that way,
Should
right?
I was
already.
getting ready to say, why are we looking forward to it? Why are we not already in it and
In
embracing
it.
it and just saying, you know what, I am in this thing. You know how they say about lottery, you got to be in it to win it.
You
You
have to go.
should be in it to rise up. You
Yeah.
should be in it to think of elevation. You should be in it to think that I'm an extraordinary
Amen.
individual. I am a masterpiece. You should think about that like I
Yes,
am
and
a
know that you are
masterpiece.
the
You
masterpiece.
are.
And I was talking to God this morning. And I asked a question, and I told him if he gave me the choice, I wouldn't want to be like nobody else. I want to be me. Like I
Amen.
love who you created. I have
Amen.
very Angela's very talented. She's very intelligent. I love her intelligent. Natasha, you are the bomb.com. They are. I love their gifts. I love a lot of people gifts, but I wouldn't want to be you. Like, I'm
Facts.
just saying.
Facts. No, I
Like,
agree with you 1,000%.
it's
A lot of amazing
nobody
people
in
out
this
there.
world that I want to be. I can admire your gifts, your talents,
Mhm.
but we good. I don't need a
We
Listen,
good.
shot.
What you say?
God's
God give
work
you a
God's
choice.
worked
I
really
want to come
hard
back the
on
same way.
getting yeah, God's worked really hard on getting us to this point. Why would I want to
Yes,
say I'll trade that in for something else? We're like, no, we're good.
Absolutely.
we good. We
Is you know
good.
how, and that's what the saying, the grass is not greener on the other side comes from. Because people
Yeah.
are always looking at comparison. And comparison is the thief of your joy. When you compare yourself to somebody else and say, oh, I wish I had this, and I wish I had that, and they're so good at this, and they just do that. And I just wish, I
Yes.
just wish, I
You
just
don't even
wish.
have
You are
time.
slapping God in the face and saying that I don't like what you created. And the
Amen.
Yes.
reality is, you have no idea. As much as you're envious of somebody else, you don't know how many people look at you and wish they could have your life. They wish
Yes.
they could have whatever it is, your
Your
confidence,
boldness,
your
your
intelligence, your
yeah.
boldness, whatever that is. They're looking at you like, I want to be like you. So if everybody sit down and stayed in their
What
space
what you
and
say?
just
Sit down.
sat down and stayed in their space and enjoyed who they are, imagine how much better your life would be when you say, God,
Yes.
I love me. Some
I
me.
love
I
me.
love me. I love her. I love
Yeah.
who she's becoming. Even with all the things you've been through, the Bible says all things work together for good.
With
So
all of
all the
them.
things that you've been through have shaped you, even in your worst of the worst. If you're
Amen.
still here and breathing, you're still becoming a new individual because it's
Yeah.
fresh the mercies of God are fresh every day. Oh, y'all,
Yeah.
you got to get that in your spirit. Like, baby, when I woke up this morning, I was like, you better show
Woo!
out and let me wake up this
Gosh, you
morning to
did
a
that.
brand new April 1st, a new month, a new day, a new quarter. Oh, you gotta be
Yes.
ready to jump into that and to be appreciative of where you are in life, no matter where that's at. Because The alternative could be worse. We all know somebody, or we've seen somebody standing at the corner. You know, when you get off on the interstate and somebody's standing there saying, please help, or you go to the
Yeah.
grocery store and
Mhm.
somebody has a sign that says, please help, or they're out there with their babies. Your situation could always be worse.
It could.
Oh,
And I'm not here to determine if they doing it for real or they
thank
fake.
you.
That
Thank you.
is not my
It's
priority.
not.
Place.
It's
If
Yep.
not.
God puts in my heart, I want you to bless them, I'm just
Then you
gonna
bless
bless
them.
them.
Yes.
It's not
Period.
what they do, how they do. Well, they live in a mansion. They just do this as a job. Well, good for them. I mean, like, because if they
It could be
good with
anything. It could be anything or
it,
anybody. You think
yeah,
because you see them on the side of the road, they're scamming. It's people who are dressed up, baby, in politics that's
and
running
scamming.
things
And
that are
scamming.
scamming. There are
Yes.
people who are in Fortune 500 companies that are scamming. So the reality
Mhm.
is, scammers are going to be around no matter where you are. So
Yep.
sometimes we have to stop trying to be so judgmental and just let God guide you on what you need to do. If you don't feel led to give, then don't give them. But if
And
you
you don't have to write out a whole essay why you are. I'm not giving to them because
right,
da, da,
right,
da.
right.
Okay, I know I
Next
told you.
second guess.
I know I
Oh,
told you your
BMW
1%
behind there. I
matters.
think that's theirs right there. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. I ain't seen her, and I saw her in Publix the other day. I think she don't need that money. We do too much.
Do
We do
it.
too much.
We do way too much that does not require it. Why are you putting that much emphasis and
Right.
giving it that much rental space? You
Yes.
know how
Yes.
much rental space we pass out? Like our investments are so high because we have so many people's other things and people business and it living in your head. Why does they like I'm
Rent
telling you,
free.
you should be for sale signs should be all over in your head
Or
because you
eviction.
need yes or donation.
Boom.
But you know what? Don't even
Hey,
worry about it.
just
Yeah,
sit
here
it
you
out on
go.
the
You
streets
can
like them
have it.
people do. Look, when they just sit everything out on the street like they do in real life. Look, we
Yes.
got to get out of here because the
We have
reality
to
is, y'all
clean
know
it
how when
out.
you're doing your computers and it tells you, or like right now, my phone storage is to the roof, and so it's time for an update. And it keeps saying delete some space, ma'am, so we can update. And I was like, tell me, I don't care nothing about the update. It's just gonna have to stay there because I ain't deleting nothing right now. However, imagine your brain and you're still holding on to stuff that you should have deleted a long time ago.
A
Now, so
long
let's talk
time ago.
about why do we do that? What is the purpose of
Why is
holding
that
on to
storage being
that?
so
Why do we
heavy?
not like to delete stuff?
Oh, that's a loaded question. For a lot of different reasons. I think number one, it is a great deterrent to have to focus on myself. If I'm looking at you and I'm focusing on what's going on with you and what you're doing and what you're not doing, it doesn't allow me the time to have to do any self reflection or to look in the mirror to figure out what's going on with me or what I might need to work on and what I might need to improve.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is, many of us like to compare ourselves to other people. We're always measuring ourselves or measuring other people, against us. Some of us tend to we judge, and the reality is we are judging them because we are judging ourselves. But
Mm-hmm.
again, I don't want to have to deal with what's going to come out of me judging myself. So it's easier to look outward and judge other people. So
Mm.
To
there's a
look
lot
outward.
that's going on. A lot, everything that's going on there has everything to do with your inner self. You're wasting energy on looking at everybody else, comparing yourself to others, or comparing them to you and judging them and wanting to formulate an opinion. And my take on that is we're not God. That is not our place,
Say
right?
that one more time.
Hang
Who
on.
are we not?
We are not
One.
God. We need to stop playing God, acting like we're down here, being pseudo God and trying to help him out with what
Right.
he thinks is
Right.
right and
He
what
don't
he
need
thinks
your
is
help.
wrong.
He don't need your help.
Absolutely. And I love when you said about the giving money and not making a decision of whether how you think they're going to use it. That's not the kind of givers that God wants us to be. He
Right.
Mm-hmm.
wants us to be generous with our money, with our time, with anything that we have to offer. And we give that because that is what we need to do. That's what God says to do without question.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that person has a Mercedes in the bushes or somebody's going to come pick them up later or whatever, that's
Right.
not relevant to you.
It's
This
so
is going to
not
sound
relevant.
even weird, but the same is true like if someone stole from you. So many of us get all up in our feelings about they stole from me. And I would have been many, many years ago. But now it's like, okay, they went out of their way to steal from me. Clearly, them or somebody in their world needs this
Really
more
needed
than I
that.
do.
Yes,
Yes.
Go ahead.
yes.
Not worth me losing my life over.
No, you
And
can have it.
what you say?
Have it.
Take that. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you know people
it's
are like, are you concerned somebody gonna steal your car? If they go through all that, if they go through all that this and all that work, here you go. Because
well, somebody.
honestly, I'm gonna get replaced. God's gonna replace it because you can't just take. Go ahead, Natasha.
No. You're on it. You're on it. So it happens with work. It happens with your status. It happens like with the
Yes.
programs that I've built. I've had people say to me, or even with my business, aren't you afraid that people are going to steal your stuff? They can have it.
Yeah.
It's free. It's free for the taking
Right there.
because what I have, God has appointed to me. So if you want to take that, then you're taking something that A, belongs to God. So go ahead, go right ahead and take it. And secondly, he's going to give me more.
Yeah.
So, so that, go ahead, Angela.
Because I'm gonna stay in order. I'm in order. So if
Correct.
God
Exactly.
gave it to, He's already given me the plan. But these blueprints, you can't take my blueprints. I don't care how you
Because
can.
even if they did, they're not going to do it like you.
Yeah, you
No
can
matter
take
what, if he
them,
gave it to
but
you,
I
they
can
can take
promise
it,
you, you're
but
not
it
gonna do
won't.
it.
It would
Yes.
never be what Sparkle would do with it. But I want
Correct.
to go back and say, when you talked about you can take my car, when God has something for you, somebody can take it, but you always know that he's going to give it back or bring it better. So my daughter, somebody went into the place where she works at, into their garage and stole her car several months ago. Why did they find it a couple of months later, parked on the side of the street? No damages, keys still in the vehicle, and she got it back. So
Wow.
that's to say that
Sitting
God,
on the side of the
that they on the
road.
side of the road, parked somewhere, they found it and called and told her, baby, we found your vehicle. And she had to, it didn't have to go and get, because we were thinking, okay, we're going to have to get another key made and, do some different things. Didn't have to do any of that.
And this woman, and I'm not trying to, I know we stand positive, but Atlanta is known for the stealing of the car. Like they are the top of the line stealing cars. So that's why I'm like over here so shocked that
Baby,
that's
that they
nobody but
found it.
God.
That's what I'm saying. That's just a natural thing to say that whatever somebody takes from you, God is either going to give it back or he's going to give it back better.
Absolutely.
Either
Yes.
way, you're not out of anything. Kelly just said people steal from their booth in the craft mall all the time. She just smiles and going about her business
I'm
because
not chasing you
God is a
down.
restorer. And that's what we need
Mhm.
to think about in this season. We got to stop getting so caught up in what you think somebody's taking from you and know that if God allowed them to have it, let them go on about their business because, and that's with anything in life.
Anything.
You got to get yourself to the point of knowing that, baby, what God is on me so strong that if they got it, it had to be a reason why they took it. And I'm
Well,
not going to miss
it comes
anything
back.
as a result of
It
it.
And
comes
they're
back to
not gonna
being
feel
attached.
comfortable in it.
It
They're
comes
gonna
back
feel
to
the Holy Spirit. Go ahead,
it comes
Tasha.
back to
Sorry.
it comes back to attachment. So, and when we talk about healing for real, the reason why we get so bent out of shape is because we attach ourselves to people, places, and things.
Yes.
So when it's taken, we are devastated. And God
Mhm.
says, you don't need to be devastated. Release yourself from that thing
Yeah.
or person that you're attached to, because I will give you again, I will give you better. Right?
Yep.
Yes.
But that attachment thing actually is rooted coming back into when we talk about trauma, dysfunction, and chaos. We attach to something on an emotional level and we give it value. We give it
Mhm.
purpose, right?
Mhm.
It's like if you buy something in your house right now, it's going to be up to you to determine how much value you put into that item that you've bought.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And how much you want it to mean to you, so that if it breaks or if it falls or you lose it or somebody takes it, that's going to determine how you react to it. It's going to determine how much value you put into it.
Yes.
Right.
That is so true. Because
And
it's
all
something
these,
that your grandmother gave you something. Say your grandmother gave you y'all remember on the movie Friday when they snatched his neck, he said, my
yeah,
grandmama gave
yeah,
me that. When you have something of value
yeah.
that you love, it matters more than something that you say, oh, tell, I don't care nothing about that breaking. Girl, I ain't paid that for it.
I
I found
know.
it at the flea market for $5, girl. I don't care nothing about that. versus something that's maybe, passed down
Oh,
in your family. You say, oh my God, like I have one of my mom's rings. So if I lost that, I would be like, oh my God,
yeah.
I can't
Now
believe
that's
I
a
lost my
different
mama ring.
kind of attachment to it. It
Yes,
means something to you.
yes,
It's
Mhm.
yes,
value. And I'm sure you have other rings that are way more
yes.
valuable than that ring. But that ring, if they came and robbed you, like, no, you can have this one. But they're
Baby,
like, baby,
we
this
will
one
be
is
fighting for
worth.
that. I'll be like, I'll bust you in your mouth. You better give me my mama ring back. You can have all this other stuff, but I need this one right here.
Look, I'm telling you, one day Alicia was cooking and she was using my grandmama's pot. Yeah, this pot is wore out. It's done. But she was using that pot. And y'all, before I knew it, I went into a mode, like I went into attack mode. And she was like, I need you to calm all the way down. Why are you acting like this? It's just a pot. And I was like, because the pot is already barely holding on. So don't utilize it like that. Let it sit what it's supposed to sit under my cabinet where it's supposed to be. She's like, I'm gonna let you in your pot.
Hey, look, I'm gonna put a light and let the light shine on the pot and be like, yeah, look, don't you touch this.
Yes, but it meant that pot means
Yes,
so much
yes.
when I'm trying
It's
to
just
figure
more
out
than a
how.
pot.
Yeah,
It's more than a
it's
pot.
not just a pot, but it means something. And if a pot means that much to us, do you know how much we mean to God?
Amen. Amen.
Like
Yes, yes.
we mean that much to him that he would not allow someone and just come and take something that he has not authorized, that you can go ahead and take it because I already have something pulling up for her that's bigger and better than that. People like, they just took your job. Nobody can just take my. I mean, they didn't
Mhm.
just take it. God get granted permission. Like, you need to know how much you mean to God, that nobody can do anything to you. And then, the world said, well, how do people get robbed? And it's good people that get robbed. It's good people that get killed. They're trying to give the list. But let me tell you, the upgrade, and you hear more upgrades in their life
That is,
Absolutely.
than
and that
you
is so
do.
true. That is so true. Even when you lose someone, I was just talking about this weekend, and I mentioned yesterday about having some families who lost their loved ones. And again, it's how you attach to something. And please do not. I don't want to sound like I'm inhumane. If I lost somebody today, I would be sad about it.
Yes.
Mhm.
But the devastation, and when we allow ourselves to be crippled by it to where we can't function and we can't move on in life, we are saying that we don't know how great God is and what God can even do, even in death. Right. And as
Yeah.
we come
Uh-huh.
upon this Easter weekend, I think it's a great reminder to remember how powerful He is, even in
Yes,
death. Right.
Even
yes,
And if
in
He did it
death.
for Jesus, He would
yes.
do it for us. So when people die, when we lose in that regard, yes, we have a right to be sad. No one
Uh-huh.
says not, but understand that your God is so mighty, your God is so powerful. The things that He can do in the spirit, the things He will do even after that person is gone in the physical, we should get excited that this whole concept of, mourning death and being sad and not getting out of bed
Yeah.
and getting depression and all the things, that's not what God wants for us,
It's not.
right?
It's
and
not.
and 9 out of 10 times, some of the individuals that are taken from us, it's due to poor health or physical pain, or they were already suffering. A lot of us don't even know what, like, I always, I deal with a lot of mental health patients. You don't know the depth of a mental health
Yeah.
patient's
You
pain.
don't know what they really
You do
dealing with.
not know what they've gone through, what they are going through, what they're enduring, because they mask it and they don't tell anybody about it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
while you're sitting here just devastated that they're gone, have we considered for a second that God has given them peace?
Giving them
Uh-huh.
life. No, can you imagine,
Well,
like, God gives life? Like,
right,
they have a life that they could not live here. They
correct.
didn't know how to live the life here. But there's such a promise. Like, God promises never run out. I mean, how do
No.
you still promise me when I'm no longer here in life? And then you say, upgrade. I'm gonna give you a new life, a new like it keeps getting better and better. And I'm with you, Natasha. I'm not saying when somebody pass away that you ain't gonna shed no tear. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you don't
True.
shed a tear, then you and put another mask on.
We
Like
might need to we might need to evaluate that.
yes.
You.
Now,
Thank
are you
you.
gonna move slow? Like when I lost my grandmother, that was like losing my mother. Like I lost
Mm-hmm.
the only person in my life that I feel like loved me, liked me, and see me. And take that completely away, but it was never taken away. Like it's never taken away. And that's what we have to know, that God never takes. He's not a robber.
Mhm.
Because
That's
when you say he's not a scammer, he's not man. So he would never just take anything from you because he said you lack nothing. Nothing.
Amen.
Like when you
It's a
think about the
transition
lack
of things.
nothing,
It's the transition. But you know what? I always think too that, like Sparkle, like you were talking about your grandmother, like for me, my mom, we were so super close and everything. And so that was really hard for me in her being gone. But at the same time, do you know that there's strength in that sometimes, and that it
mm-mm.
doesn't matter what anybody do at this point. When my mama gone, there is nothing else. If I survive that,
It
anything
gave
else
you
can
that
happen.
strength.
If
absolutely.
I didn't break
Absolutely.
with that, oh, you can try your
Ooh,
best and do whatever you need to do, because I already know that should be something that, how you say defining moments. There's defining
Mhm.
moments in your life when you understand that after this right here happened, oh, you messed with the wrong one, because
Correct.
now that
correct.
has made me have more confidence, or giving me more strength, or giving me more peace, or whatever that is. If it's losing a job, or if somebody passes
You can
on,
withstand any
you can
storm.
withstand anything.
Ooh,
And that's one of the things that we have to understand. And I'm going to go back to what we said yesterday when I talked about Janae. We have got to get the understanding in our minds that when somebody passes on, that's not the worst thing that happens to them. It may be the worst
Mhm.
thing that happens to you, but it's not the worst thing that happens to them. And when we get in our mind, the only reason why you can't grasp it is nobody's came back from the other side and said, girl, it's bad over here. You better come on, honey. You about to ask God to take you today. Because what you missing
yes,
out over here, you do not
Mhm.
understand. She said you won. When you get over, when you
yes,
transition over, it's like winning. And
yes.
we
It's
don't
that
see it like
real one.
that now because we're
Yes,
devastated. But in actuality, like you said, Natasha, if somebody's dealing with health issues and they've been in pain, you don't want them staying here
and
like
suffering.
that
Suffering.
suffering. You don't want that, or you shouldn't want that, even though it's a part of you that may say, oh my God, please don't leave me, or I just can't deal with you leaving. When you come to your senses, then you say, you know what, God, I did not want her to be here and have to go through that, to continue to
Yes,
suffer. She was ready, you
yes.
know.
When I think about Janae, because Janae was part of my project when she passed away. But when you think about that woman, the way that woman exited out of this world,
Oh,
this
oh,
woman, this woman, like
oh,
if
yes.
nobody else learned anything, even if you don't know her, the way Janae exited out of the
Mhm.
world was the most miracle blessing you ever could imagine. Even if she was in pain, she was still showing up. She was
Mhm.
still believing. She was still teaching. She was still talking about, oh, I'm just going through something right now. God's gonna deliver me. I mean,
Still
it's just can't.
encouraging us
Yeah.
while
She's
she was going
like,
through.
it's just cancer. I mean, what's the big deal? Like, come on. Don't let this C word or let whatever you going through pull you down. Girl, let's go. Let's go. I'll be Sparkle. What time we gonna be there? Oh, I'll be there. I mean, like she never stopped.
Well, that's the confidence that she had in her God. That is the
Uh-huh.
trust faith that she
Uh-huh.
had in her God, that she knew whether he's going to deliver her from cancer or he's just going to deliver her into another life, he's going to deliver her and get her to be free.
One
That
way
she
or the
just
other.
I
correct.
remember they saying, because she did sign language, I remember them saying that they had to ask her to stop doing it. Like, can you stop doing your role? And she like, I remember her telling the story. She was like, no, I'm not.
She's like, why?
If I'm there Sunday, I'm going to be on that stage doing my assignment. That is like, because what you're going through, who going through what?
Hmm.
I mean, it was the
Told
most.
you. Who told you to try and stop what I'm doing if I say I can do it? And that's just a beautiful space to be in. And that is what becoming her, becoming him in your life. It should be that as we continue to grow, we're growing into spaces that you never thought you could be strong in, growing into spaces that you trust God so much that whether it's on the earthly side or the heavenly side, it's going to be great one way or the other. And it's hard getting to that space. It's hard to see because Natasha, you were talking about being, you know, taking those pills and drinking, and you thought you were gonna wake up and it was gonna be out of here, and it wasn't. You don't know the plans that God has for you, and God can take you from wanting to leave your own to pouring life into somebody else. That's just
Hmm.
how powerful He is, and He uses things for His glory because it's always but God. I will
And when
say,
we know that, I think that makes it easier to step into whatever season. And we were talking about this at the beginning of the show that we're getting ready. It's April 1st and it's a new month and we're stepping into a new quarter. And Sparkle and I were talking about that God does not operate from the same clock that we operate from.
Does
true,
He's
not.
not on the same schedule that we're on.
true.
He's had this laid out for us. He's had his plans. This is why I love Jeremiah 29:11. He's had plans from us for the beginning of time. And what the
Amen.
one thing he's looking at in the time is like, you finally arrived.
Yeah,
You're finally
like
here.
you finally here.
Yeah,
You're
it's
finally
already
ready.
prepared for you. You just decide to show
You,
up.
you
Okay.
just decided to show up. You know what I mean? So I think it's coming back to what you just said, Angela. It's not about just cognitively and logically and intellectually knowing about God. When you believe in the power of God, you're in that season, you're in that space we're talking about that, yeah, things are going to come and go in your life, but you are not attached to those things in such a way that you are not able to let go because you have this faith, you have this confidence, this trust in the Lord that He has got better, He's got more for you,
Yes.
right?
So
So
much
it's
more.
I always think about like just walking through a door. I just keep walking through doors. And as one door, I go through one, another one closes, and we just keep going and moving forward because
Yeah.
the entire month of we're not in April I mean, we're not in March anymore. I was
No,
gonna say
ma'am. Can you pass the throne? Can,
Let me do.
Angela,
Give me
can
the
you
time.
can you go ahead and take the baton from her? Like
I handed to you, sorry. So I thought we were still in March.
look, she
We're
was
in
getting ready.
the
She was
month
getting
of
ready to get
March.
into that very, very, very.
Yes, yes, girl. Yes.
We're not in March anymore.
I'm glad you caught that. I'm glad you caught that. But as we were in March, and with everything that we've talked about, and even up to yesterday, Sparkle, that's where you've got me. I mean, the conversations we've had, it's just like, what are you waiting for? Like, God has had you in the season, and God has just been needing you to just be bold and step out and to just be you. And after yesterday, which kind of sealed the deal on the month of March, I woke up this
She's
morning
not
with
gonna let it go, is she?
I woke up this morning in the beautiful blossoming month of April. Just stepping out and being bold and speaking things into existence. If the great I am lives in me, then there's no reason why I can't speak what is going to happen to me or what is
Yes.
happening to me. I might not be able to see it, and a lot of times it's not for me to see, it's for me to boldly step out, walk in that faith and trust He's got me. And if for some reason I find myself off the beaten path, He's going to steer me back to where He needs me to be. And when we're not so sure about that, just take a look back on your life. Take a look at where you've been,
Girl.
what you've
Mhm.
overcome. Like Angela, you were
Mhm.
just talking about even in death.
Yeah.
When there's a lot of strength that comes out of overcoming something, whatever
Yes.
it is,
Yes. Period.
right?
Whatever it
And
is.
if I could look back on that and say, okay, this is what he brought me out of, there is absolutely nothing in
Nothing.
this
It's
world.
nothing that
And
can
I'm
take
and
me
and I want
out.
everybody to know I'm saying this because just again, it was a week ago, a little over a week ago when I reached out to you guys when I got that news and I was in a panic and I was anxious and all the things. And just in a matter of a week, it has been such a significant turnaround. And I have to tell you,
Man.
16 years ago, that turnaround would not have happened that quickly.
Oh,
That would have gone on for months. And I probably would have been drinking by now or using drugs by now or finding some way to escape the problem by now.
Mhm.
And later,
that's
I'm
why
saying,
God
no.
is God. Yo,
Mhm.
we have to understand that's why God is God. He wouldn't have
Yes.
done that to you at that time because he knew you could not handle it. Like
Wasn't
he
ready.
knew, he already knew. Oh, she has the faith now. Now she has the strength now.
Money can
Now
go.
she has sisters that's standing behind her that's gonna believe for her. Like God doesn't do things out of order or
Yes.
premature. He don't
Yep.
believe in premature. You're either he's that real. Either you're ready or you're not.
Or you're
Like
not.
it's like he's not.
There's
He
no in
never.
between.
Yes, he
Correct.
never gives us a maybe. Well, maybe it'll work.
Correct.
Angela will know. I cannot stand. That's one of my other words. I cannot. Maybe and sure. Then just tell me no. Like absolutely no.
Facts. Facts.
But that's not God. God doesn't have to say, well, maybe Natasha can handle this one.
Mm.
Um, let me see if she can handle it.
Let's give her
Now,
a chance
let me see. Let's try her out and see if
and see if
He
she's
she.
very, very,
already
very good.
knows. Why do y'all think that he told the devil, yeah, you go ahead and go for what you know with Job? Because I already know how Job is going
I
to do it.
already
I
know.
know Job is not going to cuss me. I know that Job is, he may be sad,
Good
he may
morning,
feel
Kendall.
bad, but I know that. D- Take your best shot. He
Yeah.
already knows how we're going to do things. That's why it says he doesn't put anything more on you than what you can handle because he already knows. I'm not going, my job, you just think about as a parent, I'm not going to do something to break my girl's spirit. I'm not going to do something to break
No.
things where they have a
On
lot
purpose. I'm
and,
just gonna
and
take it from her.
I'm just going to do something to devastate you on purpose. You don't do that. And so God is the same way. God already knows the plans he has for you. So he's already factored in. You know how they say you do a risk analysis of things. You already factor in, oh, well, if this happens, this is going to be too much weight on this so it'll break. So I know not to, do this. It's certain things but you already figure it out so that you know this is what the outcome is going to be in X number of time. You know how you get people who can
This
tell
is
you
the outcome.
this is what the outcome will be. So we draw up the plans. When they do blueprints and things, that's what those are for because it's plans for the futuristic coming of something. But they
Yes.
already have thought out what kind of wood it needs to be to withhold certain
Yes.
elements outside, or if it's brick or siding. Those things were determined to say that if we put this on your house, we know that if it rains
It's
hard,
gonna
if it
withstand
comes up a
time.
snow, your house is not going to collapse. Like if we built it out of sand, we're going to say,
Yes.
bring a ton of sand in here. We're going to build them up a good house. And let it
Yes.
rain hard for 40 days, and then you and the sand going to be sitting outside looking crazy at each other because it's going to fall apart. No, God already has plans for you. He already knows.
Yes.
You
He
may not
already know.
know, but you should trust the fact that He's got plans for me. So
Yes.
whatever happens, I'm not going to falter. I'm not going to fall apart. I'm
I'm
unshakable.
not.
I'm unbreakable, and I'm unstoppable because my God has plans for me.
My
I always
God.
say I
And
always say that
He
there's
you,
has
purpose
plans
in
for
the
me.
I always say there's purpose in the pain,
it's so
right?
much purpose
Yes,
in
it
it.
is. It
Yep.
is. It
It's
is.
Yep.
so I remember y'all when my grandmother was building her dream home and it was time to write up the blueprints. My grandma was like, Oh no, I don't want you to do my, like, I'm gonna give you my blueprints. This is how, and they was like, no, you don't have to do that. That's part of the package. And she was like, well, come to my house and we will sit at my table and we will write out my blueprints. I don't want you in no office on no computer doing my blueprints. These are mine. This is my blueprint. Yo, she had the builder come to her house and they sit for like 4 hours. And she was like, nope, I don't like that. I don't want my closet over there. I want my closet to go all the way out and then come back around. And he was like, well, you can't do that if you're going to have your shower right there. She said, aren't you the builder?
You make it happen.
Aren't you the builder? Like, he was like, y'all, that woman will make you feel this little. He was like, I've been doing this
she
for
pushed
40
him.
years. Yes, she
But
did.
the same token,
He
she
will never
pushed him to
forget her.
open up his mind to see something from a different perspective. Because a lot of times people say, oh, it can't be done. Just because you haven't done it doesn't mean it can't be done. All things
That
can be
closet is
done
like you want it.
because you just think, look at where we are in society now. People who back in the day never saw a car never could have imagined that. If you never saw a plane, you never could have imagined that. So for us to say, oh, I don't think that can happen, live long enough, or even if you pass on, it's people who are going to be here 100 years from now that will have
But
something that we never thought.
Isn't that
He was
limiting
like
our
85
God?
years old. I'm 80. Like, come on. I know this 85-year-old can't outdo you. Like, I know you are not going to let me outdo you because because she understands who she is. And no, all you have to do
And
is
knows what she
downsize.
wants.
Yes, because it's her blueprint. Like, it's her vision. And this is the vision that she has. And even if you are the builder, I'm not going to let a builder come and change the vision that God has given me.
Well, I want to take exactly what you just said, and I want us all to put that into context with your grandmother represents God in that moment, right? God has his blueprint for our life. And all he wants us to do, we are now the contractor or the builder. He wants us to open our eyes. He wants us to see beyond what we're seeing in the flesh. Because that's where I think we get trapped as human beings. It's like, we just because we can't see it, then it's not possible, or it's not going to happen, or it can't happen. And then you come back to the whole clock situation and we're looking at the time going, well, I'm about to be 50. I'm about to be 60. I don't see that happening for me. And God's like, first of all, I'm not operating on your clock. I'm operating on mine.
How old are you? I don't even know. Like,
exactly, right? We're probably like 200 years old and we don't even know it, right?
Exactly.
But I like when Angela said
about it because time is fluid. For us, we think of finite. We think of it's 24 hours in a day, it's 40 hours in a week. Our work hours. You limit yourself for these 24 hours. God is not. We put 24 hours down. God didn't limit us for that. He didn't say that. Right. Oh, okay. Well, let me see. I can probably do this in have whatever time. God said, I'm in time. I'm all up and through time, baby. I am time. Time is when I say. Our time and His time are on two different schedules, and because we can't see that at 75, I'm getting ready to blow some minds and do some things. There's some people who defy the time. It's people who are older who go to school and can run circles around somebody who just got out of high school. It's people who can challenge their bodies.
Or there's things that you think might take 10 years to get done and God could do it tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. Because you put like, oh, I know it's going to take me this long to accomplish this. And then God said, because what we do too well is put expiration dates on things.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
We will put expiration dates on everything. We think we're so caught up in time. Like everything is a time. Well, I'm too old to do that. Well, I don't have all the qualifications to do that. Like we are so caught up in this expiration, like it has to be done by this time, then this time, and this time. And God said, if you could let it go, if you can stop thinking everything has to be done in this timely
Because
manner.
who
And
Because
told
stop
you?
limiting,
Who
stop
told you
limiting
that?
yourself.
and
Stop
why
limiting
do you
yourself. Stop putting
believe
yourself in a box.
that?
Right? Because
Yes.
that's what we're doing. We're also putting God in a box, because then
And
when we
baby, he
say
can't fit.
that, exactly, but when we
Exactly.
say that's not going to happen, or that's going to take too long, you're non-verbally saying to God that he can't do this. And he's like, well, wait a
Yes.
minute. I thought I was the God of all understanding.
Yeah,
Well,
he
beyond your
was like, oh,
understanding, I
I
could do
thought
all
I was
things.
How
God.
can I not? I mean, you just think about your grandmother at 80 something having her dream home. At 80 something, her and her man are enjoying life. They are doing it
Let
well.
me
You know
tell
how
you,
sometimes people feel like, oh, well, shoot, I'm such and such an age, so I guess I'll just be by myself for the rest of my life. It's
Angela,
people who get together in a nursing home, baby, and enjoy their
Uh-huh.
life. You hear
Yep.
me?
look, Angela,
Yep.
let me tell you, you have to call them to wake them up before you pull up, because they're in their sunroom. They have them chairs that recline. They reclining. My grandmother is on her iPad playing something, and my grandfather is somewhere sleep knocked out with the dog sitting in his lap. Like when I say they are chilling, they are in
Enjoying,
chill moment.
enjoying it.
And it don't matter if you come to their house at 10 a.m., if you come at 1 p.m., if you come at 7 p.m., they chilling. Like
The
they're
way to live
chilling.
life.
Enjoy, look, unbothered and enjoying life. And the reality is, if y'all don't get anything else from today, live your life and know
Live
that
it.
God is God. And whatever you want, ask him for it. And then believe he's going to give it to you. It doesn't make a difference what age you are. You don't have to say that, oh, well, I put in my 40 years at this job and this is the end of my life. I guess I'm going to retire and
This is
just
as good.
ride it out.
This is as good as
No,
it gets.
never.
Oh,
It's
that
just a
part,
gift.
Natasha.
Never.
Or,
Mhm.
It always gets
or
better.
you what they say, pinch me because it seems so. Pinch me all day, then pinch me because that's the life that I know that God
Yes.
has for us.
Mhm.
And at any moment, at any second, it can happen just like that because it's already
At any
happening.
moment.
It's already
Already
happening.
happening. That's
Yeah,
the
It's
part that we
already
don't
happening.
realize.
It's just
it's already
manifesting in this,
happening.
it's just manifesting in the reality. But do you know there's
Ex-
somebody waiting around to bless you? You may be having an idea, and somebody may say, you know what? That's such a great idea. I'm gonna drop you hundreds of thousands of dollars to help you do that
Facts.
because I can.
Facts.
And
Sitting
we
there
are so
waiting.
caught up in thinking that things will never happen for us. But what if it does? Yes, Miss Patricia said, honey, amen. Life was designed to be lived.
Yes, and get out of the waiting room. Get out of the waiting room. Don't sit there in that waiting room. Well, I wonder when. Oh, I guess it's coming. Like, no, you right today, you should be living life to the
Listen,
fullness.
I that happens to a lot of people who are getting ready to retire. Like, what am I gonna do now? And I'm like, live.
Live your life.
Live.
Live
I
your
Live.
love
life.
when
Do
Go
people
out
do
and do
things
retire.
you
things.
never wanted to that you never got a chance to do. Do you know how many? I'm gonna tell y'all what's so cute. Grandparents who start taking their grandkids to Disney World or they go and do
Yes,
all because
isn't
now
it
they're
so
like, baby,
cute?
we are free. We don't have to worry about clocking in and asking for
Yeah.
time out, baby. Get them grandkids and let's go
I want
enjoy
my
life.
grandbabies.
Yeah.
Listen, we are doing what we want to do. Hey, we're not waiting till summer or a special occasion. What you
Yes.
want to do
Yeah.
today? You want to go here? Let's get up
Okay,
and go
let's
do it.
go. Yes, even I love to see those older couples, and one might be in the wheelchair, and the other one is just pushing them, pushing them on to glory. Like, but they are out still on cruises. They're still out walking. They're still
Enjoying life.
doing life
Yeah.
together and enjoying. That's when you saying, God, I appreciate, like, because I
Thank
think
you.
living life
Thank
is
you.
telling God,
Yes.
I appreciate this life you have given me, and I'm gonna
Yes.
live it all the, just
Say
like
to
Janae
the
said.
fullest.
Janae said, I'm going to live this until you close my eyes from here, God. I what time we going? Oh, I'm coming, y'all.
Mhm.
I'll be there.
Let me get my son. She was putting together her son's graduation party or
Mhm.
birthday. It was something
Graduation.
big. Graduation. It
Graduation.
was, she was still putting the plans together. She was still putting the party together.
Girl, listen.
Like,
That's amazing. But I'll say this:
I always
don't let
admire.
life happen to you. You happen to life.
Life.
You be the
Yeah.
one
You
that
happen
happens
to
to life.
life.
Yeah.
Live it, live it. Breathe in, breathe out. And the beautiful thing when you get a look up, all you gotta say is, Jesus, you are the Lord of this situation. You are. Here you go, God. God, I
You
feel like
got it.
I'm. You got it. Just, just give it on over. We don't have to go through all this. We put our mental health through so much because we choose to.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
happy
Power of
birthday,
choice.
happy month, Angela. It is Angela's month, and it's all about Angela on this month of April. So go ahead and
Yay.
start
It's
getting all y'all love
we fellow
tokens
April
together.
babies, honey. Yes, we kicking in a new season and kicking in greatness, kicking in all the wonderful things. I'm telling y'all, listen, it's new beginnings. Embrace it.
Embrace.
Embrace it because God already designed it for you. He already had it in your plans. If you woke up and
Facts.
you are meant to be here, step into
Guaranteed.
the thing, baby. Step into that thing bad and bold, honey, and let them
Bad
look
and
at you any
bold.
kind of way they want to. And don't be concerned about how they think, because it's none of your concern. It's none of your business what somebody else thinks about you. If they think you're too loud,
Amen.
then okay.
Then
If they
move
think
on.
you all that,
Oh, wow.
okay.
Okay.
Whatever they think is okay. Because I'm
Yeah.
still gonna live my life, and I'm gonna enjoy the heck out of it. You hear me?
Get the heck out of it. Yeah, we love you. We will be back on Thursday. This week has went by really fast.
Thursday is what is hump day already. Hump day.
Already winning Wednesday. Go out and have the winning Wednesday. Like you should be operating like you just won the lottery because you did. You
Fact.
just won the lottery. Your money is fat. Your attitude is fat. You just got your hair done and you just got that fit on that just makes you like, oh, who is that? Yes, who is
And
that?
you all glowed up and looking good like Natasha.
Like Natasha. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get some of that glow up. Hopefully, she can make us some and send each one of us some of that glow up. Y'all have an amazing day on purpose. On purpose. And what did Tabitha
On
man? And
purpose.
what does Tabitha say? Isn't her name?
If you can't be happy or something, don't you dare go messing up somebody
Don't
else's
you
day.
dare go
Don't
mess
you
up
dare
Mm,
go
somebody
messing up
else's.
somebody else's day.
I
facts.
believe God. Do you believe God? We believe God. We believe God. We believe in this guaranteed. Have a blessed one. Love
Bye,
you.
everyone.